as far as the knockout stage of the Smart Brain Quiz Competition 2025 is concerned. So this is the sixth knockout competition so far, featuring Ketan Kalik GHS, Excellent Pathway Academy, and Bethel Methodist Basic School. And this will be the last competition for this particular stage, which is the knockout stage. From here, they will progress to the quarter-finals stage. So let me remind you that 2 schools are going to qualify from this competition. And so you need to give out your best to accumulate as much as possible, as much numbers or points as possible. That will help you to progress to the next stage. All right. So, Smart Brain. Smart Brain. Yes, we want to hear that. Smart Brain. All right. So, Smart Brain is in partnership with Ghana Education Service and Ghana Library Authority and Ghana TVET Service, making this program a success and a possibility. We are also being sponsored by these entities: Novos Coconut Drink, producers of non-alcoholic beverages with coconut flavors. As you see, this one on my table is a very good one that will keep you hydrated throughout the day. We are also being sponsored by Missionaries Academy. And let me remind you that our last round of the competition usually is the riddles. And Missionaries Academy are sponsoring the riddle part of the competition and even the trophy. They have been the entity that sponsors the trophy all throughout. But this time they've added the riddle stage to it, where when you get to the quarterfinal stage, any riddle question you get correct will earn you money. At the quarterfinal stage, if you score a riddle, you get 20 Ghana cedis. So if you are lucky and you score all the 4 riddles, you are going home with 80 Ghana cedis. If you're able to progress to the semifinals, any riddle that you score will earn you 30 Ghana cedis. And if you are lucky to get all the 4 riddles correct, you walk home with 120 Ghana cedis for free. And if that helps you to progress to the final, then at the final stage, you have 4 riddles to score to earn 50 Ghana cedis per one. So with all of them, you are earning 200 Ghana cedis. So that is the benevolence of Missionaries Academy to this program. Then we have Yebitom Foods. Those of you who came here during the prelims, you will attest to the fact that you were supplied with very nutritious breakfast. Yes, they are all coming from Yebitom Foods. They have Tom Brown, the Equigwimi, and the rest. All of them are there. And we want you to just recommend them to your parents so that they can get you these foods for you to eat as breakfast. We are also reminding you of one of our sponsors known as the Test Best Mineral Water. For them, they supply us with all the water we use throughout the program. And they are also reminding you that if you need water for any program at all, just fall on them and they can supply you with sachet and then bottled water. We equally remind you that this is a Smart Brain production. And we have this program live on our social media handles, including the YouTube and then the Facebook. Yeah, so you can go there and watch our videos and all the competitions that we've had so far. They are uploaded over there, and then you can have a look at them, especially when you are preparing for your next quiz competition. You can go there and then learn a lot from us. Yes, for sponsorship, you can contact us on 054-866-1841. 054-866-1841. Good. Let me come back to my contestant. Yes. So I would like you to introduce yourself to me and the audience. And so for Ketan Kalik JHS, who do we have here?
James Gozi Godwin.
James Gozi Godwin. Okay. And
Francis Kekudenche, final year student.
all right. So what should we expect from the two of you?
We are here to exercise critical thinking to solve STEM-related problems to be the next innovators.
Wow. In fact, James really came very prepared. He means business. And he's here to exhibit his critical thinking skills to all of us. That's good. Let's go to excellence pathways.
The key Hussein.
Elizabeth Graham.
Elizabeth Graham. Yes. Hussein, how did you mention your name?
The Kia.
Tekia. All right.
Kia.
Tekia Hussein. All right. So what should we expect from the two of you?
We are here to show our best.
You are here to try your best. To show your best. Okay. That's good. Yes. I would have been surprised if he said to try your best. But once he said to show your best, that's more emphatic. And so let's test the sound of our bell, starting with Bethel Methodist. Good. So you are the number 4. Excellence pathway. Number 3. Ketan Kalik JHS. Good. Number 2. So all our bells are working to perfection. Good. Now, if you attempt a bonus question and you are successful, you earn a point. However, if you are wrong for this round, there is no penalty, so you are free to go. But when you get to the subsequent rounds and then you attempt and you are unsuccessful, I will award you a penalty point, which is -1. All right. Here, if the question involves calculation, you have 30 seconds within which to give your answer. If there is no calculation involved, you have 10 seconds within which to give your answer. I hope it's clear. And you have 1 attempt throughout the competition. You have only 1 attempt to answer a question. We are good to go, right? So my audience, let's give them a round of applause. A heated one. So, lastly, for my teachers here, we have protest forms available. So, if you have any challenge with any round or any question, just pick up the protest form and then fill it. CTO, we will resolve it before we move on to the next round. If you don't do that and then we move on from a round to another round and we are bringing a protest, it will not be accepted. Register your protest before the round ends. Once it ends, it ends. And when you have difficulties in accepting a particular answer, you are not there to argue without. Just pick up the forms, go to the back and register your protest. That is all. When it comes, we will also review it and then resolve the problem before we move on. Thank you. Yes, my contestant. So we'll begin with the first round. And I'll start with Ketan Kalik JHS. But this set of questions comes with a common preamble to all schools, so you need to listen carefully. And I read the preamble. Determine whether the following mixtures are miscible or immiscible liquids. You know them, right? Okay. So, Godwell and Francis, your question is water and ethanol.
Mesable.
That's correct for 3 points. Excellence pathway. Gasoline and kerosene. Yes, Tekia.
Mesable.
Correct for 3 points. Better method is yours is water and mercury.
Immiscible.
That's correct for 3 points. The next set of questions also comes with a common preamble to all of you. So listen. Determine whether the following are magnetic or non-magnetic materials. I hope you get it. Now, for Ketan Catholic, steel.
Magnetic.
That's correct. Excellence pathway. Brass.
Magnetic. Magnetic.
No. It's not transferable. Better. Copper.
Non-magnetic.
That is correct. Back to Ketan Kalik. Given that 3 to the power x is equal to y, and y is equal to 1 on 9, what is the value of x?
X is equal to -1.
No. Excellence pathway.
X is equals to -2.
That's correct. So, but what's your problem? I ruled out that they were wrong, so they can ring. So, excellent pathway. Given that y is equal to 2x on pi, and pi is equal to 22 on 7, find the value of y when x is equal to 44.
$28.
You are right. Better. Solve for x in the following. 11 to the power negative 4x plus 2. 11 to the power negative 4x plus 2 is equal to 1. Excellence pathway.
X is equal to half.
S is equal to,
Half 1/2.
that's correct. And that brings us to the end of the first round. Yes, let's clap for them. They've done well for this round. So at the end of this has 6 points. Keten Kalek also has 6 points. And Excellent Pathway had 8 points. Yeah, so we move on to round 2. As I told you earlier, round 2 comprises true or false questions. Here, statement will be read out to you in tense, and your responsibility is to indicate whether the statement is true or false. So we listen attentively. But I must caution that here, the questions are not transferable unless a school fails to answer their question outright. When they fail to answer it outright, then it becomes available for the other 2 schools to answer. And what happens? You need to ring your bell to notify me that you want to answer. And then if you answer and get it right, 3 points. If you get it wrong, a penalty point will be awarded to you. Right? Which is -1. Yes, we are doing so to avoid guessing or to also deter others from ringing to answer. So if you attempt and you're unsuccessful, I will award you a very handsome point, which is -1. All right. Good luck to all. The fractional representation of the value of pi, which is 22/7, can be written also as 22x 7 to the power -1. True or false? Or is it 22 times 7 raised to the power -1?
False.
I'm sorry. It's a true statement. Yes. Keten, the root of -125 is equal to negative root of 125. True or false?
True.
I'm sorry, it's a false statement. Excellent pathways. Lactate fermentation is associated with aerobic respiration. True or false?
False.
You are right. Better Methodist. Better Methodist. The energy output of respiration is only possible after external and internal respirations have taken place. True or false?
True.
You are right. Keten, gravitation force can exert itself even through an empty vacuum of space. True or false?
Please, the question again.
Gravitation force can exert itself even through an empty vacuum of space.
A true statement.
That is correct. Excellent pathway. Electromagnetic force is one typical type of contact force. True or false?
False.
You are right. Bertel. The chemical properties of an element are determined by the number of electrons in the outermost shell. True or false?
False.
How? Did you really listen to the question? It's a true statement. Hello? Curtain. The contraction of the intercostal muscles of the ribs result in the increase of the volume of the thorax. True or false?
A true statement.
And that true is true. So you are right. All right. So that brings us to the end of the round. Let's clap for them. They've done very well. At the end of the second round, Bethel Methodist had 1 point. Ketan Kalek had 5 points. And Excellent Pathways had 9 points. So it ushers us into the round 3, which is the head-to-head. And as you can see them upstanding, it tells you that they are all aware of what this round brings. And so they are prepared for it. So Tekia, Kelvin, and Francis, you are welcome to the third round. Here, the questions will be read out to you. At the same time, all you need to do is to ring your bell if you have the answer. By the mention of a word, if you have the answer, ring your bell, and you'll be given the chance to answer. However, you should take note that a penalty point is available here. So if you attempt and you are unsuccessful, -1. If you attempt and you get it right, 3 points. If you are unsuccessful, the question is still out for grabs for the 2 schools to compete for it, and any school that rings the bell will be given the chance to answer. If they get it right, it's 2 points. If they also fail to get it right, -1. Until the last who answers it right to get a point. However, you are free to decide not to ring your bell at all and stay there for others to take the point away. Here, 12 points is at stake. And it's a huge one when it comes to this level of the competition. So I wish you all the best. Let's move on. My first question. What is the difference and similarity between a tetrahedron and a cone? Similarities and difference between a tetrahedron and a cone. No response. Yes. They are both pyramids. That's the similarity. They are both pyramids. But a tetrahedron is a pyramid with a triangular base. And a cone is a pyramid with what? A circular base. That's all that is required. My next question. Which protein or proteins are referred to as first-class proteins? First-class proteins. Wow. Yes, proteins from animals are referred to as the first-class proteins. All right. Those of you there, remain silent. If you know, you would have been here. So just keep quiet. It's not easy to stand there like that too. Aha. My next question. Why does frictional force tend to be the direction? Let me take it again. Hello? Why does frictional force tend to be the direction we walk instead of opposite? No response. Yes. When we walk, our feet are pushing backwards. And therefore, the friction opposes the pushing and acts in the opposite direction, which happens to be the direction in which we are walking. So that is the answer here. The last one. Who is the first Ghanaian doctor to have performed a heart transplant in Germany in 1983? Bethel.
Professor Frimpong.
I won't give you. I won't give you. The answer is Dr. Kwabena Frimpong Boateng, now a professor. You see, he didn't give me the full name, that's why, and I reserve the right not to give you. Because anybody at all could be Professor Frimpong. That brings us to the end of this round. Yes, let's clap for them. Yes, so at the end of the third round, Better Methodist had negative 1 point. And Excellent Pathway and Keten Kalek all had 0 points. So that brings us to the fourth round, which is the speed test. And here we expect you to apply your bell techniques very effectively. So if you have the answer, you press the bell. But you need to consult one another in coming out with your answer. And over here, just like we did in the head-to-head, if the question is posed and you have the answer, you ring the bell, you are given the chance to answer, you earn 3 points. However, if you get it wrong, -1. Then another school is given the opportunity to answer by ringing the bell. If they also get it right, 2 points. If they fail to get it right, -1. Then the last school has all the opportunity in this world to answer that question for a point. That is when we are still within time. Moreover, if the question involves calculation, 30 seconds for you to give me your answer. If there is no calculation, 10 seconds for you to give me your answer. All right. I wish you all the best. My first question. The question goes to all of you at the same time. So if you have the answer, just ring your bell. The following are arranged in order of sizes. X minus 2. 4. X plus 2. If the median is equal to the mean, find the value of x. The answer is x is equal to 4. That's what you are expected to give. During respiration, air from the pharynx enters the larynx through a small opening known as. That small opening. Oh, that small opening which is covered by a flap of tissue known as the epiglottis. So the opening is called glottis and the flap of tissue is called the epiglottis. Yes. The image of a certain number under the mapping, x mapped to 2x on 3 plus 1 is negative 1/3. The mapping x mapped to 2x on 3 plus 1 is negative 1/3. Find the number. Find the number. Excellent Pathway.
-3.
No. Better. 3 minus 1. Yes.
-1.
No. Minus 1. Negative, the answer is -2. negative 2. All right. What is the respiratory organ for spider and scorpion? Oh, the respiratory organ, did you have the answer? It's called book lung. Book lung. Book lungs for scorpion and spider. Next question. An isosceles triangle has one of its base angle to be 54 degrees. Isosceles, one of its base angle 54 degrees. What is the third angle? Bethel.
72 degrees.
That's all. Next question. What is the general formula for polysaccharides? Polysaccharides. General formula. Oh, C6H10O5, all in a bracket, subscript N. Yes, where the N represents the number of carbons. Yes. My next question. Given that M is equal to negative 2 and N is equal to 3 on 4, find the value of N squared minus 3 on M. Right, you give me your answer.
2.
Minus 1. No, it was on the bell. If he had gotten it right, I would have given it to him. So it's on the bell, so minus 1. Yes. If A is equal to 7B minus 4 on 4, 7B minus 4 all on 4, what would be the equivalent of B? Yes, excellent.
So B is equals to 4A plus 4 all on 7.
That's correct. The last question for this round. A force acts on a body of mass 15 gram and causes the body to move with acceleration of 40 meter per second, 40.0 meter per second squared. Find the force acting on the body. Better.
600 newtons.
No. Katan?
600 joules.
No. Yes. You know why you didn't get the answer right? Because the mass was given to you in grams. So you have to change it to kilogram. And so your answer would have been 0.6 Newton instead of the 600 Newton. All right, so that brings us to the end of this round. Let's clap for them. Let me continue to remind you that this program is in partnership with Ghana Education Service, Ghana Library Authority, Ghana TVET Service. And then we are also being sponsored by Novus Coconut Drink, Missionaries Academy, Yebitom Foods, and Test Best Mineral Water. And you can find all our videos on our social media handle, which is Smart Brain STEM Quiz. On Facebook, you can find us there. On YouTube, you can find us there. All right. So at the end of the fourth round, which is a speed race, Keten Kalik had -2. Bethel Methodist also had 0 points. And Excellent Pathway had 2 points. So we move on to the last round of the day. Okay, which school? Excellent want to effect some substitution. Who is going out and who is coming in? And Bethel too want to effect some substitution. Okay, so someone will take it for her, don't worry. Wisjo is making way for Christina Yankee. Let's clap for her. But let me quiz to know. Excellence Pathway, is it a girls' school? No. It's a mixed school, right? Yes. Hey, so why are your boys? You are boys? Yes. You, all right. All right, so for this round, I'll be reading out some clues or some statement that will provide you with clues. If I read the first clue and you are able to give me the answer, you earn 4 points. For the second clue, you earn 3 points. If you give me your answer after the third clue or any other clue thereafter, you get 2 points. But then, if you attempt and you get it wrong, you will not be penalized. But you are out of that riddle and allow the 2 other schools to compete for it. Right? Here, I want you to give me the accurate answer as possible. Because if you attempt and you rather provide a clue for other school to answer it right, that is your own issue. So give me the correct answer. Clarity is of the essence here. So let's test our bells to see if they are still functioning well. So better, let's hear the sound of your bell. Good. Excellent Pathways. Wonderful. Keten. Better. So I'll begin with my first riddle. I am a scientific phenomenon in which a liquid seemingly defies gravity to flow upward within a solid. Bethel.
Capillarity.
Come again.
Capillarity.
4 points. Next question. I am not the only measuring instrument, but I'm surely preferred by chemists for precise dispensing of small volumes of liquids. Excellent pathway. All right, we are waiting for you. You have rang your bell. We are waiting for you.
Pipette.
Why did you keep us waiting like that? 4 points. The next question. I am always born at the node of the stem with limited growth. I am thin in thickness. That helps carbon dioxide and sunlight diffuses easily. Excellent pathway.
Root hairs.
No. Bethel.
Cell membrane.
Oh. Now you have the chance. So let me finish the question, then you give me your answer. I have small bodies called chloroplasts containing chlorophyll. Yes, give me your answer. Give me the answer.
Leaves. A leaf.
Spell.
Leaf. Leaf.
Correct for 2 points. That was the last clue. The last question. I am a cell. I am a cell with squashed disc shape to give maximum surface area to absorb oxygen in the blood. Excellent pathway.
Red blood cells.
Correct for 4 points. 4 points. And that brings us to the end of the round and the contest. If there is anything that I have admired for this group, it is the way you clap. In fact, you have heated up the place. So, at the end of the 5th round, Keten had 2 points. Bethel Methodist had 4 points. And Excellence Pathway had 8 points. So at the end of the contest, but let me remind you that 2 schools are going to progress from this round. And so the 2 schools that will go through it, it's a preparatory ground for you. You need to go and prepare very well for the subsequent levels or stages. And the school that will unfortunately will have to say goodbye to us for this year, you go back home and prepare adequately for next year and come and show us what you have for us. So at the end of the entire contest, Better Methodist had 10 points. And Keten Kalik has qualified with a slim margin of 11 points over Better. And Excellent Pathway they've qualified with 27 points. All right. Unfortunately, Better Methodist, this is where we say goodbye to this year's competition. But that is not all. We know what you are capable of doing. You've been one of our finalists in the first ever Smart Brain competition. You were a finalist, so we know what you are capable of doing. Unfortunately, this will be the end of the road for us this year. Then we know. By beating Better by a point, that has seen you through. And so it tells you a lot is at stake for you. You need to go and prepare adequately because the next competition is not going to be a walk away. You need to give them a round of their own sweat. So you need to prepare yourself very well. For Excellent Pathways, this is still a preparatory grounds for you. The higher you go, the more difficult it becomes. It's no longer the cooler it becomes. I won't deceive you by saying the cooler it becomes. It's going to be more difficult because even the number of questions will be increased. Therefore, you need to go and sit back and prepare adequately for the next competition. All right. Thank you for coming. Discharge your duty. But don't wait. Wait for me to run my adverts, after which we'll take some photograph before you leave. All right. So let me remind our audience that this program is in partnership with Ghana Education Service, Ghana Library Authority, and Ghana TV Service, with our proud sponsors, Novos Coconut Drink, Missionaries Academy, Yebiton Foods, and Test Best Mineral Water. We are reminding you that you can find all our videos on our social media handle, Smart Brain STEM Quiz, on Facebook and then on YouTube. If you also want to reach out for sponsorship, our doors are widely open and you can contact us on 054-866-1841. 054-866-1841. We are reminding you that this is the Smart Brain production. Thank you. All right.